And can we also have a shout out for Bob Crook from the Coalition of Connecticut Sportsmen? Up next, I mentioned the NRA a little while ago, and a lot of people ask that question, and I get a lot of emails. I have gotten a lot of emails, and I have done my part, I think, and I'm trying to continue to do my part to make sure people realize that where's the NRA? They are here, okay? They are here. They have actively been involved in this fight since before day one, since what happened in Newtown, Connecticut, and Sandy Hook, Connecticut. The NRA stepped up and got involved immediately. They reached out to us and to the Coalition of Connecticut Sportsmen, and they have helped us behind the scenes with the litigation and our lawsuit against the state of Connecticut. That must not be forgotten here on this day. So I've invited somebody from the National Rifle Association to come here and speak today. Please help me welcome our own state liaison, Anna Kopperud.
Hello, everyone. Woo! On behalf of the entire NRA family and gun owners everywhere, thank you for being here. Thank you for taking the time to come here on a cold April day. My name is Anna Kopperud, and I am the NRA's lead legislative liaison for Connecticut. And before I go any further, I would just like to tell you, if I could, I would give every single person here a hug. I am so happy that we're all here. I believe what we're standing for, the NRA does too. Thank you so much for being here. And I also want to say that it fires me up to see so many gun owners willing to stand and fight for freedom. You are living proof that the battle for the Second Amendment has only just begun. Yeah! And that Connecticut's gun owners are united and ready to fight. No matter what it takes, and no matter how long it takes, and we are in this to win. Now let me tell you something about this election. It is more dangerous than any election gun owners have ever faced. The stakes have never been higher. The people in this building, right over there, no longer trust you with your guns or your freedoms. They passed a law that transforms your God-given right into a government-regulated privilege. And the law that they wrote says that if you don't submit to the will of the state, you are a felon. And to them, because you own guns, you are no better than a common criminal. But that's not the worst of it. Here's the most frightening thing of all. Governor Malloy can force you to go down to your local city precinct with your guns and force you to turn them in. Or they can go door to door and confiscate your guns. Well, I'm here to promise you that the NRA is going to continue to fight back. We are going to fight Connecticut's anti-gun politicians in the legislature. We're going to fight them in courts. We're going to fight them in the ballot box. And we will do whatever it takes to help you get your rights back. And already, with your help, 2 important battles have been won. Senate President Don Williams, the godfather of gun bans, has announced he's no longer running for re-election. Yes, and that's because of you. And House Minority Leader Larry Cafaro, one of the water boys for the gun banners, has been chased out of the governor's race and is no longer running for re-election. Because of you. And those are just the first 2. We're going to come after every single one of them. And we're going to do it with good, old-fashioned, bare-knuckle campaign brawling. And we're going to go to every gun owner in the state. We're going to tell them the truth about anti-gun politicians. And we're going to tell the law-abiding gun owners and sportsmen of the Constitution State the truth about these deeply flawed laws. And we're going to march them to the ballot box on Election Day. And we are going to elect the Second Amendment's friends and defeat her enemies. But we need you and every single Connecticut gun owner in the fight. Nobody can sit this one out. Nobody can take your place at the front lines in the battle for freedom. Let's do it! Woo! Let's do it! The first thing that I hope you'll volunteer to do is to volunteer to serve. Orange card, right here. I've put a few of these in people's hands already. We did about 45 and a half an hour. I would love it if no one would leave here without filling out one of these. We have 2 NRA booths, one all the way back on the right, one all the way back on the left. This card authorizes the NRA to stay in touch with you and tell you how you can help win this fight. Whether it's putting up a yard sign, canvassing a neighborhood, managing a phone bank, or going out to vote. Volunteers make the difference. And please tell us that we can count on you by filling out one of these today. And while you're here, please take an extra one and a voter registration card, and please give them to your neighbors and your friends in case they need them. Every single vote is going to count in this election. I want to thank you so very, very much for coming here today. I look forward to working with you in the days and months ahead as we stand and fight for freedom. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna Kopperud from the NRA. By the way, thanks to the NRA. In the back, we also have a gal that works for the NRA now. We call her Hometown Girl that made good. She actually spoke here at our first rally in 2010, and she's Sarah Adler. So we want to acknowledge her presence here today in Connecticut. Sarah, thank you for your support, and thank you for stepping up.